So to understand the true extent of what is happening and how the politicians can't be trusted, the only thing they all are afraid of is Trump, okay? But this is how much the hospital CEOs are allowed to get away with. So this is recent, obviously just the 25th of September. Senate approves criminal contempt resolution against Steward Healthcare CEO. Yeah, so Steward is a huge, I've done a couple videos about Steward Healthcare. This De La Torre, the CEO, he had like 2 jets, 2 yachts, yet went belly up with all these hospitals, very, very designed it is. And then was subpoenaed to appear in front of Congress and did not. But many of the CEOs do this. This one wasn't as recent, but the same thing. The company's CEO, Mark Miller, declined an invitation from the Senate committee to testify at a hearing on Wednesday. In a letter obtained by the NBC News, the company said it had already provided the committee with 12,000 pages of documents, and it worried that the hearing would present an incomplete picture of the care and treatment at the company's facility. The care and treatment at the company's facility is horrendous, and it has been. And there has been, over its history since 1979, employee after employee after employee that writes reviews, that complains, and nothing gets done. So when you see Bernie Sanders or the left or the right saying they're going to hold a hospital CEO in contempt for not coming and testifying because of their corruption, then you don't take comfort in that. Nothing will come of it. If Trump's in office, something will. Bernie Sanders has been in bed with American Nurses. They love him. They love, what's her name? AOC. Yeah, all of them, because it's all that socialized one-payer system shit. The sad thing about this is this has always been what has been a reflection to me, how Bernie Sanders does not care, how AOC does not care, because while hospitals like this continue to abuse staff, and all of these people should be called before Congress, the chief nursing officers of these places, everybody at the top holds such responsibility for the harm that's been done to staff and patients. This is America. This should not be going on here. Yet what our media does with these people, that's Mark Miller, he's the CEO of UHS. As you can see, that was 9/16/24. They award these dirtbags the biggest awards. Yeah, 8/27. Mark D. Miller named the top 10 CEOs transforming healthcare by the CEO Forum. That should just tell you that every CEO, 99.9% of them in this country, are total dirtbags in healthcare. I've been saying it forever. The very fact that they would give people like this an award or name him as top transforming healthcare, no. God-awful person. You don't even have to meet him. Just, you look into the history of these hospitals since 1979. You can find out enough. And this was April of this year. Yeah, UHS ordered to pay $530 million in legal case. And as you can see here, UHS intends to challenge. That's what I said they do. They'll just tie it up in litigation so they never have to pay it. And this was somebody was raped. Intends to challenge a recent verdict that would require the company to pay $535 million in damages related to a sexual assault suit. The very fact that our system would award a dirtbag like Mark D. Miller, the very fact with the amount of abuse that's happened in his facilities and how they don't staff, it's all because they don't staff. They play the same game no matter where they go, and they just keep building more. It shows you how corrupt our system is, from the people that award these dirtbags. It shows the people giving them the awards, they're dirtbags. It shows what dirtbags our media is and our politicians. Because just because they call somebody before a Senate hearing, you have to remember they get money from all these nursing and medical associations that are on board with psychopaths like this. These people are a danger to society. Like I work in psych. I know how bad they're doing. How bad it is. I've known for years. And yet the sickest people in the hospital isn't the patients. It's the administrators. It's the chief nursing officers. They just can wear a nice suit. It's the CEOs. Because they're more than morally bankrupt. They're on a level of sociopath, in my opinion. And this was the report why Mark D. Miller he turned down the invitation to speak to Congress because it was regarding all this. The 136-page report details graphic cases of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, mostly at facilities owned by UHS and Acadia, both of which are publicly traded companies. The experiences and trauma these kids are left with read like something out of a horror novel, and I'll just mention a few, said committee chair Senator Ron Wyden in a statement. So there's no way none of the politicians haven't known about this for years, okay? They too don't care. They just don't. It doesn't matter what party they're in. Who they protect is the dirtbags. This is a little bit about how it operates. The companies capitalize on per diem payments from Medicaid and other sources of taxpayer dollars by filling large facilities to capacity with children, many of whom are sent by the child welfare system, juvenile justice, and educational systems, while reducing the number and quality of staff, the report found. As a result, children suffer physical, sexual, and emotional abuse at the hands of staff, peers, experience improperly executed uses of physical restraints and seclusion, receive inadequate behavioral health treatment. Again, this is from a hospital where just a week ago, the CEO was named as the most top CEO of healthcare and transforming. And yet this is all true. This is a regular thing. It's so short-staffed that I had a code a couple weeks ago because 2 adolescents started beating each other up. I only had 1 tech, and the poor girl was in between both of them. I'm trying to run to call for the code. Not that it matters if you call for it. There's nobody that can come. You're lucky if somebody can come because, there's such little staff. And she was getting punched in the head, because she was trying to keep them apart. So when our society then names these CEOs at some transforming healthcare, transforming it into what? A den of rape and abuse in a place where these people go in to get care for emotional abuse or because they've been physically abused, and then they go in your fucking hospital, and this is what you do, and you've gotten away with it for years. That's the reason these CEOs don't care if they show up to these Senate hearings. First of all, they know the politicians aren't going to do shit about it, even if they do subpoena them or recommend them to DOJ to prosecute. Nothing will come of it because it's all captured. That's why the CEOs operating healthcare are the most mentally ill people we have in this country, along with their chief nursing officers, because they go along with this. They make excuses for it. Do you realize how uncaring of a human being you have to be to say, no, I'm just going to keep admitting patients while all this goes on in the very place that you're a chief nursing officer in, and you can't even do the right thing by patients? Described as a dangerous place for patients and employees. Hospital officials say allegations of violent sexual assaults, over medication, and lack of mental health therapy are unfounded. That's an absolute lie. These people have no problem lying at the drop of a hat. Are you going to ignore the thousands of people that have worked at these facilities and have left reviews all over the internet saying the exact same thing? That would be lacking of common sense to believe that. But it just shows you the people at the very top are the most mentally ill of all.